Number two, I am off today. Probably gonna do a lot of alien talking this one because I've been watching a lot of alien videos recently. What we got going on here? I have a tier one. Oh yeah, I just put a tier two up there. Oh yeah, I need to get scrap. So let's go do some scrap runs. Let's just go run the roads for a little bit. Need some protection. Ooh. Oh. There's not much room here. Hmm. How about... It's not gonna fit there. Maybe it will. It's gonna be a tight quarters here, but it'll still work. He said thank you. Oh man. I'm just listening to some YouTube. It's just hilarious. Okay. Make a couple bullets and some arrows. So anyways, I'm gonna listen to the part 4 here of the what is it? Lacerda files? Lacerda files? It's Lacerda. Let's see here. Oh, of course. There we go. Lacerda. The Lacerda files. Videos. There we go. Okay. So basically it's this reptilian alien. This reptilian alien that is met with someone where were they? In Italy? I think it was Italy. Anyways, this reptilian met with this person because they wanted to experiment on our reaction at the time. This was 1999. And they wanted to basically have a human ask any questions that they want, answer them, and basically see the reaction. And tell others of this interaction and get others' reaction as well. I mean, and everything sounds after all the research, not research, but all the videos I've seen. Yeah, all the research, because I'm trying to put all the puzzle pieces together. It's a pretty convincing story. Very convincing. I know I sound stupid, but I mean, if you listen to some of this, it really makes sense if you open your mind. Um, just like what they found with Egypt, the pyramids. Now they're finally saying, "Oh, look, there's something underneath them that's 10 times bigger than the actual pyramid above." It's like an iceberg. You can only see the smallest part of what's actually there, the structure. Now there's something way, way underneath. Oh, we just found it with LiDAR. It's like, no, we've had LiDAR satellite image for a long time. They just now admitted it because all the truth is coming out. They didn't want to look stupid. Alright, so I need... What do we need to make arrows? I haven't made arrows for dog's age. The reason they don't want to tell the actual public and come out with, like, actual proof, even in this interview, the alien would not let them take a picture of it. They let them take a drawing. So it's a little weird. But because of this, it might be too much proof. They just want... Right now, on planet Earth, humans are racist towards other races of our own humankind. Just imagine if a green alien walked up, like how would you react? Like people would think they would be okay with it, but honestly, be true to yourself. Would you actually be scared? And if you look scared when interacting with one of these things, it's kind of it, it kind of upsets them as well. I would assume like, oh, you think I look disgusting, kind of deal. Ooh, what do we have here? Let's just go run the road real quick. I'll go there. Actually, I gotta back this up because I was talking. But yeah. Yeah, they're talking about propulsion. They're talking about their anatomy. How they can actually walk among us because of how weak our minds are. They can basically use telepathy to disguise themselves, what we perceive them as. They're not like changing their form, their actual physical form. They're just changing what we see. Like they're changing our mind's image of them. If that makes sense. What is this? So I want to go left. I'm just going to run the roads real quick. And in this Lacerda file, it really, I had an aha moment with Manny, with when she tries to describe, why is my health so low? Why, I mean, she describes the different dimensions and different alien species and how so when she mentions the different dimensions, it makes sense when they try to describe the timeline, how time is just a loop, and we make time up on Earth. Like that's something our culture made up. Time doesn't exist to other species like they do to us. We just made time up so we can universally work as a hive mind, we can all be on the same page. We all know what time it is. Um, we all know what day it is to take down data. Like, hey, this happened on March 12th, 1992. The weather was like this in this area. And then you can keep track and use data points. If you don't create a system like that, then it's hard to communicate with others. I don't want to, it's a rabbit hole. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. uh, it's a whole thing. So basically, with these dimensions, she's basically telling you how telepathy works. So it's not just in this world. There's there's a physical world, basically a plasma like mental world, and there's a time, or not a time bubble. There's a bubble that it all exists in, that connects it all the different planes together. But you basically have to learn this method of telepathy, of basically like kind of leaving your body, going into this astro form, into this other dimension. Oh shit. What's up? You're kitted out like a Star Wars character. Nice. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, she in the interview, supposedly oh cool, look at this little house. Oh, it's like a fort. Pretty cool. But in the interview, she moved a pencil 20 centimeters off the table using telepathy, just to prove what she was saying. But I'm worried that guy's gonna follow me, kill me. This is a pretty nice server though. Yeah, it's gonna be hard talking about aliens down the rabbit hole while I'm trying to think and play this game at the same time, because I am bad at this game and I do not have the muscle memory down. Yeah, just my thoughts on aliens. Basically she was saying like, so with like with the UFOs, okay? So recently we've seen a lot of them. So she said it comes from basically two main races. There's like, she said, what, like 14 known species on Earth, different alien races, but two main ones are usually the UFOs that we see, but there's actually three. So there's the reptiles, the reptilians. They have the cylindrical, cigar-shaped ones. But she was saying that they have cloaking on them, so if you ever see them, there's either a mistake. Either the aliens weren't being precautious, or either the system, the thing that they use wasn't working properly. Shoot, I mean, someone's already ran down. Yeah, I thought I could play while all the kiddies were at school, but apparently there's... Oh my gosh, that bear is hauling butt after that deer. It's not a full server. I mean, there's only like 10 people on, but they're going to be running every monument like I am, because they're going to be like, oh, there's no one on. Trying to run the server, so let's see what kind of monuments we can run and get out of this. I'll try it anyways. But yeah, I'm just going to be speaking my mind on aliens all the time. So anyway, back to UFOs. So there's basically three main types of UFOs. Um, oh, there's some stuff here. What is hot tub? The reptilians. She said that they have the cylindrical, cigar-shaped ones. Um, the discs are the grays, small gray aliens. They also can use telepathy as well. And she also went in depth on talking about how they actually, it's kind of like Star Trek beaming someone up, how you can move matter through other matter. So you can basically move a solid through another solid state through those dimensions that she was talking about, those plasma, the plasma dimension or plasma whatever. It's getting dark. So it reminded me when like the Greys usually take, where's the entrance here? I can't see anything. I think I still got my torch. When Greys abduct people for experiments or whatever have you, when I heard all those stories, the people say they'd see their bodies levitating through or towards the window, and they'd basically just like morph through the window. They wouldn't feel it or anything, but they would see themselves going through this window and almost think like, oh no, I'm gonna crash through the window, and then all of a sudden, before they know it, they're on the other side of the window. Oh, excuse me. So it really reminded me of that when she was talking about, dang it, I got catfished. Somebody come up here. Intro. So yeah. Anyways, there are other UFOs. So yeah, the discs. So like Bob Lazar, the disc that he was talking about at Area 51 that they have, those are the gray aliens, which are donations. And she describes how they actually, how they were given to, oh man, first time I took damage doing that. I can't see anything at night. Might as well just chill out here for a second. Got something to cook. Do I have any wood? Something got wood. I don't have any wood. Yeah, so what was that? UFOs, the Greys have the discs. Oh yeah, there's certain points. So the Greys, they all might use it, but the way that they travel, and they travel super fast in the blink of an eye, is that they use the propulsion, the three cylindrical, I don't know, what did Bob Lazar call them? Almost like drums or whatever. They point to a certain location on the Earth, and then they basically use the Earth's magnetic field as a big like slingshot. Because once they lock onto this point, it kind of, anyways, the Earth's magnetic field is not 100% safe to travel, you'd say, because he said there's certain points over, usually mountains, mountain ranges, or I don't know if it has to do with the topography of how high the mountain is or whatever, but he said around certain mountains or certain areas, like in the North America, the Roswell, there was a point where their ship malfunctioned and actually collided with another ship. So there's actually Roswell. There's two ships that actually fell. It had it to do with the nuclear bases around that area that were affecting magnetic fields. I don't know. They didn't really explain that, or maybe it was just the magnetic fields themselves. I don't know. Either way, that's how she explained how they malfunction every once in a while. And they're called donations because they're basically left for us to use to back end engineer. Um, but what am I doing? Um, I feel like someone's already got that. They've already ran Dome. So, what should I do? Oh, I should have brought a card. Dang it. I'll run up here to the supermarket and get another card because I can use cards. Huh. Yeah. So let's just run up here. Okay. So anyways, the third type of ship is basically ours. It's our military back-end engineered. Um, but ours have a lot of problems because we use uh, nuclear fusion or what's it called? Um, just nuclear. I don't know if they use fusion or whatnot, but just like the subs, our nuclear subs, I use they basically have small power plants inside them, and that's what makes them run. Um, that's what's making these or our UFOs run. Um, because the reason we can never fully back engineer was explained by this alien because um well it is possible that we can, but very unlikely because these are they need telepathy basically to make their computers turn on and function and everything. There's no on button or switch or anything like that. You have to mentally be able to turn these on. And what the heck? It's water treatment. So you have to, it's basically dropping a Tesla back when they first made the first car. You drop a Tesla back in the 1920s, and they might use parts of it, like we use parts of the alien ship, like fiber optics and radios, and like we'll learn stuff, and they'll learn stuff from the Tesla, but they can never make the Tesla run because they don't have the phone or Tesla card key card to make the Tesla turn on. So therefore, the Tesla will never be able to function, and they'll never be able to create that. So they can't fully ever back engineer it. Just like we'll never be able to fully back engineer a UFO. We can come close, and that's what they're using is nuclear power to run, to be the fuel instead of using element 115, because we know its purpose, we know its fuel, we just don't know how to turn it on. And I'm sure they have some of it to use and experiment, but we just why am I sitting on this food? Yeah, let me put some this way. So yeah, we can create the ships, and we can kind of fly them like them, but we can never be able to reach their top speeds because we can't use that focal point that I tried to describe, where they slingshot themselves. We can never be able to do that. We can make a nuclear reactor and make it super fast and still use the ship's still use its design, I guess, if you will. We can't use the same fuel. Because we don't know how to turn it on. So we have to create our own kind of on button on our own version of what they back engineer. They create a version of that ship, but they make it to run on fusion, and they put an on button, basically. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how she explained it, and it makes sense to me. Just all the stories of all these different aircrafts and how they fly and everything like that. I've heard theories of maybe they're us from the future, or in a way that's kind of true with how time is described in a circular motion, but how everything happens at the same time and is always happening and always has happened. Now we're getting deep, man. No, but so yeah, I think like New Jersey, for example, we were getting a little too ahead of ourselves. The aliens are here, they're coming. Finally, they said they're gonna come back, and it's kind of like the coming of Jesus Christ. Like he said he's gonna come back, but no, it's actually, I think a lot of the footage I've seen of New Jersey, a lot of it looks like drones. I hate to burst anyone's bubble. Some of it might be, I mean, New York, maybe it's an entry point and it's a high activity for UFOs. It's a possibility. But to have that many at one time look like, oh yeah, maybe at first it was real, and then just a lot of people with their own drones. Take cover. A lot of people with their own drones said, hey, you know what? Let's crank these anchors. We're gonna fake this, and they just kind of had fun with it, and a lot of people just started flying drones at the same time, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, look at New Jersey, there's every night there's just crazy drones, and then yeah, basically everyone that had a drone probably wanted to join the party, and they're like, oh yes, Let's trick these guys. Um, some of them are big too. I mean, drones can get pretty big. Drones are like small airplanes. That's basically what some of them are. Um, they can come in all shapes and sizes. You can get play ones for like $10. They can hold in your hand. That's the palm size of your palm of your hand. Or there's some that are the size of small aircrafts that actually people can fit in. Um, but I mean, we've been using that technology for a long time. Like at least 10 years, at least since like I was in high school. I mean, at least 20 years actually, at least. And that's just when the public knows about it. And there's a rule of thumb: when the public knows about a government project or a new government, when they come out with like a new um, ship or aircraft, it's already been developed and it's been used for at least 50 years. That's the rule of thumb. Like when they come out with like night vision goggles, like they've already been using it secretly. Like computers, when they first came out, the government had computers. They had them way back. They had computers when they first came out with like the first Apple computer um and Microsoft computer when around that time, and especially in the early 90s, we're like, oh wow, look, you can type to your friends, you can talk to all your friends online at once. Like it's like being on a phone, but you could be on 20 different lines at once. You could type to everybody. It's so cool. This technology is amazing. And secretly, the government literally had touchscreen TVs that they're planning like their next attacks on. Like this is the early 90s. This is known. Like VR headsets came out in like the 50s for training. And these are documents that are have been declassified. Like these are real American training documents. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't doubt. I I'm really open minded now that I've heard a lot of things that connect, but then when something doesn't really connect, that it kind of feels like it just wants to be part of the storyline. You can kind of tell and weed it out. It's kind of like telling a liar. Like a liar will eventually get caught if you ask enough questions. And you don't even have to dig for anything. You just ask for questions because, well, that didn't make sense. So I'm gonna ask this, or I'm gonna ask it this way, and you just kind of like I said, connect the dots, connect the pieces, puzzle pieces. Stop letting everyone tell you what what is true and what's not true. Go find the facts for yourself and make your own decision. Like sometimes it's just that internal instinct that you feel like, hey, you know what? 'Cause I felt that about the pyramids for the longest time. Like all these, and they get when they get really defensive. That's when you know it's like, well, I was just asking a question because it just really didn't make sense. And when they ask, well, and they get really defensive, it's like, well, I'm not allowed to ask questions. I just no, because I believe this. It's basically you're going against their beliefs, and you and that's what tears us apart. Not only are we racist, but we are against different religions. We can have same racists in the religion, but then hate someone because they think this way, even though all the religions in the end are the same. Like they all basically have the same core concepts, but because they're named different and they're in different regions, everyone fights over it. Like this is the wars we're having, and people want the aliens to reveal themselves. Are you kidding me? Like you're stupid for thinking that. Like of course, if I was an alien, I would hide because you would just kill me as soon as I revealed myself because you would freak out because you're over here yelling and slapping people for being a different race, a different color from you. And then all of a sudden, someone green comes out and is like, "Hey, how you doing?" It's like, no, "Oh, I'm just happy, Joe, and nice to meet you." And you just, no, you're lying to yourself. I think personally it'd be super cool, and I would be scared. I would 100% be scared. And that's why I feel like it would be embarrassing for them because they shouldn't have to feel like they're scary. They're normal in their eyes, and we should accept that. I mean, I would accept it. It would take a little getting used to, you know? Take a little bit of, yeah, take a little bit of getting used. Just put it like that. Now, someone online, I've had a lot of, okay, of course, there's always haters. That's because they're just angry at their own lives and they're just going to leave a bad comment. So, yeah, good or bad comment, leave a comment. Even you haters out there. But I've had a lot of good people comments, and they're like, one gave a good suggestion. He's like, hey, if you want to put stuff in your backpack instead of just doing this, open your backpack and then put everything in there. Oh my gosh, it's so much faster. Oh, I just remembered that from last night. Oh my gosh. What is it? Go away. Like a primitive person shooting bow and arrow. Go away. And it gets stuck in one of the routers and I bring it down. That would be hilarious. Haha, I told you. Alright. That's so much quicker. Oh my gosh. Cool. We'll just keep running the roads. Go to the next gas station, why not? We'll just collect some green cards. But yeah. Oh man. Of course it's gotta be filled with scientists. I got a bow. Probably should have took cover before I did that. He's got his sights on me. Ooh. Don't piss him off. Where'd he go? Oh, you shoot me through the bush. Bush shooter. Oh, popped out the other side. Oh, got him in the bush. Oh, bad peek. He's thinking I'm out of arrows. That's the other guy. Did I get him? Oh snap. Yeah, I got him. I did. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, I want my arrows back. I got them right in the butt. Right through the arm. Take my arrows back. What? I don't even get your goodies. Use a tree as cover. Oh my gosh. Big swing and miss. Oh, I thought he was coming after me. He's just running around like a crazy man. Of course he always... What the heck? What the... Oh no! Oh yeah, I'm gonna die. Retreat. He's doing the crazy back and forth mouse tactic. I didn't. I wasn't expecting that. He just started running. Oh my gosh, it's like a real player. He started running circles. I got very confused. It worked. Confused the hell out of me. Now he's settled down. So he just took a head of meth and he just started running in circles. Oh, did he see me? Should I just run over with a shotgun and try and pop him? Just do a suicide mission? I should. I don't even have a blanket out here. Oh, a blanket, a sleeping bag. Oh my, I don't have any arrows either. It worked. Set the screen and it works. At least I got your goodies. You got your goodies. Okay, back to the aliens. I just had to practice being a terrible player on these two, what did he drop? Oh, get my arrows back. I should, oh, I was going to the gas station, wasn't I? Okay. Oh, it's too hot. Still too hot? Are you kidding me? Okay. Now we're just naked. Cool. Roaming around with a thingy out. Yeah, so aliens. It's really weird how she described. What was that? Oh, that was a horse. It's a deer. Ooh, there's a gas station. So UFOs. Anything else about UFOs that I remember she discussed? Oh yeah, so she's saying basically like it's like 30% maybe of stuff we see in this UFOs or actual UFOs. 70% are either our government technology or different phenomenon that we haven't discovered yet, like plasma. She said like plasma blasts or something like that. They have to deal with space. I don't know. But I need some healthier. That's what I need. Green card here? Yes. Sweet. It was worth it. What else she say about UFOs? She said, "Oh, cool little candle hat." How do I light my candle hat? Equip your torch. Equip your torch and press left trigger. Equip your torch and press left trigger. How do I turn this on? Add fuel, take fuel, drop, remove, unequip, select. Oh, just like a flashlight. I got a candle head. I'm a birthday cake. See, I'm very easily impressed. This has been in the game the whole time, but I've never worn one. And now it's just funny. Okay, that's all the birthday presents. Call me Candlehead. Ah, that's so funny. Why is I'm so easily entertained? So, anyways, yeah, the reason why they don't want to take a picture or have fully good evidence. Actually, we do have. I mean, we our own military has evidence. People just as soon as you give people evidence, they don't want to deny it. But why you don't have a black and like a colored photo of an alien posing for you is because life. They're afraid that life might stop or people might just burn the world to the ground, and the reptilians live on this planet with us, and they don't want anything bad to happen. So they try to keep it a secret. Because we're more weak-minded, and basically she was saying that we are an experiment of accelerated genetic mutation from what they call, what was the word? I gotta watch it again. I'm gonna watch it here in just a minute while I'm playing and just going for scraps, so I might be silent for a little bit. I know y'all don't care, but I'm way too hot still. Oh, let's do this method. Cool. Works. Yeah, but she said that what we perceive as gods, like in the Christian, like the Bible, what we believe is Jesus Christ and gods and stuff like that, that they will come back. She says that they are going to come back, and we're actually the seventh generation of humans. We're the seventh trial, they said. Not generation, seventh trial. They killed everyone off before. I think the dinosaurs, humans lived with the dinosaurs, and that was trial the third. I think that she said the third trial. I kind of believe that too, because I don't know. Just everything I've learned, it makes sense. The Atlantis was trial 4. Now we're trial 7. We were genetically mutated from monkeys. Like I said, they gave us their ships crashed, so they let us have their technology to help accelerate our evolution. I think they're basically just saying when we get to AI and we start making robots, this is why I think things are going to change over the next 10 to 20 years drastically. and we might have the visitors, I believe. And if everyone thinks this way, then everyone might stop working and just create their own doomsday bunker. But that's what they don't want everyone to just stop working, because apparently she said that copper, we're basically mutated slaves, because we are just here to farm all the elements off this planet, especially copper. Gold's one of them, but they really need copper to infuse with another element that they have to create an element that helps them create a super powerful energy plasma something or another. So they apparently need copper. And it makes sense, because like these We Buy Gold stores are a little shady. You know, you see them everywhere. They're all kind of the same, but they're like, no one really knows about them. No one knows who runs them. You only go into them when you're really desperate and you need a quick buck, so you really don't care who runs them or anything. I don't think anyone's really looking into this stuff. I just always noticed it because I lived all over America, in Indianapolis, Chicago, Tennessee, Las Vegas, California, Michigan. Well, I didn't live in California. We kind of just stayed there for a long time. But yeah, I see them. I don't know. It's just some of these dots that I was just trying to put together, especially copper. Like, people rip the copper out of their own homes to pay for drugs, which it's part of a system. Like, you're meant to be kept paycheck to paycheck, to not think about any of this stuff that I'm talking about, because your next mission, or your next, the hell was that, drama filled quest should be dealing with your personal life, because you should be thinking you're the most important thing on this planet. Oh my gosh, that puts out a lot of heat. My Xbox is just fuming. Let's get everything away from that. So yeah, you're supposed to think that you're the center of the universe. Basically, you're in your own movie, and everything revolves around you, when basically you're just an ant on a tiny little anthill. You're not even given a name or a number. Like, corporations just put you as a number. You're 1137855167-24. That's you. You don't even get that. You're nothing. You're just a slave to, if you're not collecting one of the materials that they need, then you're just a slave to the system that they created to keep you, to keep that system going. This is all sounding so it's sounding so tinfoil hatish. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. That's why people don't believe it, because it sounds so crazy. I mean, when evidence keeps popping up and people are like, well, this, why is this happening? Like, how is this even possible? Or this, it's just like, and then you try to explain it to people, and then you sound freaking nuts. Like, me just saying it out loud sounds nuts. But when I listen to it and hear it, it all makes sense. So it's hard to describe to others when you're doing it with the telephone game when I'm giving you a fraction of what I heard, and I'm basically interpreting it and putting it in my own words. So you're not even getting the full facts, you're just getting my version of what I heard. It might not even be the same thing, if you understand what that means. Like, I could view it as a different way as you listening to the same podcast and viewing it. Most of it will be similar, but because of our different histories or growing up or past, that we might have different views. So all that factors in. But I think we can all agree at the same... Oh my gosh, there's a lot of... I got no more ammo. Where am I going? Yeah, so basically, if everyone... If the government outed aliens to everybody and said, hey, guess what? In the next 2 to 20 years, you're all going to be volunteered. You have no say in the matter. And you're going to go fight in this huge alien war. And you're just going to be the frontline soldiers that die right away. Not really a distraction, more of just like the first wave, kind of trying to... Yeah, you're kind of a distraction. It's gonna be hard to muster for people to be like, my whole entire life, and then I'm just gonna die in an alien battle. And that's not what I fully believe. I mean, that's one factor that I kind of believe that'll happen. That I'm not gonna end my life going, oh man, I'm gonna find a way out of this, or I'm gonna stop this, or I'm just gonna keep on living the way I live. Oh, my backpack's full. We gotta start getting rid of some crap. Actually, we gotta go Home Depot. What the hell is that? Little piggy? Stay away, little piggy. I'll blast you a new feeding hole. Yeah, so when it comes to the aliens, I believe. I've seen a UFO myself when I was like around 17 or 18. Yeah, around 18, 19-ish. Maybe just after graduating school. High school. But, what? Oh, it's a horse. I was like, I didn't know not deers can run that fast. Holy crap. Yeah, so I listened to 3 out of the 4 podcasts of the Certiphiles, and she's pretty much saying everything that, basically confirming everything that I believe. Just popped into existence. Thank you. I'll take that. Yeah. Where was I? We were just small, measly ants farming copper for this species. Is that fair? No. It's got hunted by a bear. He almost got me. He swiped my butt right when I was jumping. Yeah, so that's half why the government doesn't want to come out and tell you. So I'm really interested in what Donald Trump is gonna end up saying, because he said he's gonna release this stuff. And last time he was stopped, which was weird to say. He was going to, but then he was stopped. So, what does that even mean? Like, who stopped him? I mean, he's Trump, so I mean, he's a little crazy himself. So, who would stop that man? Okay. Oh, I unlocked meds. Why do I not have meds? It's a great question. Because I need to be a my tier 2, apparently. Yeah, I need meds. Because I am terrible. Is that bear still harassing me? Do I have enough to unlock a Tommy? I'm about to go 8 on this bear. Stupid bear. He is! Dude. Get away. Is that the same bear? Oh, this is level 1. I was like, I thought I unlocked stuff last time. Here we go, level 2. So, boom. At least we got a python now. Flamethrower. Now we got a Tommy. I don't have any... I gotta research bullets. Do I have any bullets? Did I pick up any guns? I don't have any bullets. I got Molotov. Shoot. Oh, no. I have to find a bullet. Too bad if you craft a Thompson, it doesn't come with bullets. That would have been a great loophole. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. You find one in the box. It does. Oh. So I can create a Thompson, I just can't create ammo for it. Can I buy bullets? You can't buy bullets. Can you? Maybe someone's selling bullets. A human skull? I don't need a handmade shell. I need a bullet. Are you kidding me? 5x5. Wait, what? They're selling an assault rifle? I could just... No bullets, man. Maybe I should just go buy the 5x5 and... Little teases, diving mask. Oh, that's the fishing village. I was like, what? Who's selling all this tarp water jet? What the? Ten bullets. 10 sulfur ore. Can I drone that? 10 sulfur ore. Sulfur ore. Is that... What's the ore? I'll take both just in case, but... Can you drone that and then research it? Really? I swear I will chop you into next week's bacon. Yo, the people on this server are nice, but the animals are brutal. So where's... Back here, isn't it? Yes. Alright, now let's play your shot. Oh my... I gotta go through all these things? Wait, isn't that it? No. Ooh. What? Man, I can... Oh, that was stupid. Delivery fee? Is that something that you can make? Oh, there's my little drone. Wait, you can buy sulfur? Huh. That's smart. You know what? That's smart for this server. That's what I'm gonna do next wave. And see how quickly I can unlock all the tiers. Is just sell sulfur. It's one of my drones. Is that both of them? Where's my stuff? Oh, sweet. But now I don't have enough to research it because I'm stupid. Why did I buy the Tommy? Wait, do I have a rock? I don't. Said I could just hit this. Yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah, so anyways, the aliens. Getting back to the aliens. Where was I? So UFOs. I saw one. Yeah, I did see one. I was driving out in the country at buddy's house. It looked like... What is the deal with people stalking my house? Bro. Yeah, you better run. Shoot you right in the butt. But, I gotta research this before I forget. Might as well just... It should be enough, eh? Okay. That'll be enough. Did I get an airdrop? What? Oh, I think the admin just gave everyone an airdrop. Oh, yeah. Run over and recycle this real quick and get the airdrop. Oh my gosh. I'm probably gonna get bullets in the airdrop. If I would have just waited, the timing on this is kind of comical. It just gives everyone a free and random airdrop. You gave them one? Yeah. Whatever, man. I just want helis. Bring helis in the game. Where are my helis at? Pretty just gives it to everybody now. I'll take it. I mean, I can't complain. I'll take it. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Go get our airdrop. Oh, someone called in. Everyone called in theirs. I see one over there. So yeah. Where was I? I saw one. I was driving to a buddy's house, and I was with a friend too, and still to this day, I love talking about it with him, because we both saw it. We both believe. It looked. So I was going. It's in a farm field, and it looked, for a first glance, it looked like it was a telephone pole, but it was higher than a telephone pole. That's what was really confusing. And then on top of the telephone pole, it looked like there was just 5 lights, but the lights were spread out perfectly. But it was like, but it couldn't be a telephone pole. But that was the only thing that I could describe that was out there, because it was literally at the middle of nowhere. It was just acres and acres of farm field with a telephone pole running alongside it. But the telephone pole was on the other side of the street. It wasn't on the side that I saw. So that's why and it was during dusk, like it was just getting nighttime. So when I saw this and I saw these lights, maybe like 100 feet above the ground. Maybe it was farther away because I saw it for a split second. In my mind, I was just like, "What the hell is that?" I slammed on the brake. I was going 55, 60 miles an hour. I think the speed limit was 55. I was maybe doing 60. I slammed on my brakes because I we saw it, and then it's like I went past it and it wasn't there anymore. I looked back to keep on looking at it and it just kind of disappeared. So I slammed on my brakes and I pulled a U-E. So I looked left and I pulled a U-E and I went left and I slammed on the gas and I went back, I don't know, like 20, 30 feet and looked back to where it should have been and it wasn't there anymore. And I asked my friend, I was like, "Did you just see that? Like what was that?" And he started describing to me what I perfectly saw. And what I saw was basically, well, we didn't know at the time what the the bombers looked like. The what do you call them? The black bombers. The what do you call them? The stealth. It looks like a big flying V, like a black V. What do they call them? The bombers, the V bombers, ah the stealth bombers. I forget the technical name for them, but it was the U.S. who were using these at the time. We didn't know about it, but they're huge. They're a lot bigger than the one we saw. The one we saw looked like it was 20, 30 feet wide. Like it wasn't, and it didn't look tall. Like I said, my perception could have been weird because it could have been farther away, but it looked like it was 100 feet in the air, like 20 to 30 feet wide, and maybe it's coming from my airdrop. Um, yeah, it's mine. And so it's 20, 30 feet wide. It was 100 feet off the air. It had five lights on it. Um, and it looked like it was like a couple feet tall, maybe like 5 feet tall. So it looked like very thin. It kind of looked like it was a remote control airplane, basically. Oh, we got some C4. You can do some renovating with some C4. Um, oh my gosh, we got MP5. Let's go. Um, sweet. Um, yeah, the other thing thought it could have been like at the time was like there was a small airport maybe like a couple miles ahead, and I thought the thing that I was looking at kind of looked like, when the airplanes land, they have those lights. They have five lights on a pole, and they have several poles lined up, but every pole is descending like several feet, so it shows like where the beginning of the runway starts. They have those several poles with five lights on them, and they're kind of like at a pitch. that's what I thought. It looked like one of those poles, like it just very tall pole that was like 100 feet in the air, but it looked like just one of those. Because when we passed it, it wasn't flying, like it wasn't moving. It was just hovering in midair, like it was standing still in midair. That's why I thought it was like lights on a pole, because it was just. I just never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything just hover in midair like that. That's the only way I could describe it. Um, what is going on? Oh, there's a lot crate at the dome. Who's taking heli right outside? Oh shit. I had nothing to do with this. Why is it angry at me? What did I do? Oh. Seed shadow. No, it's not going to do anything. Just piss him off. Alright, well, it looks like I'm sitting in here for a minute. Really don't need this anymore, do we? We got guns now. We have upgraded to guns. Oh, did he lose it? Where's it going? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's dark gray now, so it's hard to see on the map. I think they did that so you can see it in the snow, but it's so hard on the grass. Should I go to Dome? Let's try Dome. Let's see our luck. Probably not going to be there, but we'll see our luck. So yeah, we saw that, and it's we talk about it once in a while. 'Cause I bring it up. I like to talk about it, but there's really nothing else to talk about that, because we saw that it happened, and that's that. You know, like it's not like we can do any more research into it or anything. It's just in our memory. So it's like, but I still vividly remember it to this day, and I could draw it like it was yesterday. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. Like I said, there was an airport several miles ahead of us, and I've taken that road so many times. I've seen the different airplanes. It's a private airport, so it's just like small, like twin engine planes, small private, like 3 to 5 passenger planes. Yeah, it was weird. It was definitely weird. And and at that time, I wasn't big into aliens, so I didn't understand like what I was seeing, or like the possibility of what I was seeing, or whatever. And after that, I wasn't into aliens. Like, I wasn't big into aliens. Like even though I saw and I identified it as a UFO, I was like, what is this? This got to be some alien shit. But I wasn't big into aliens then until like years later, when I moved to like Nevada, Las Vegas, and starting to have some weird encounters with people. Just weird, how do you say it? A lot of coincidences were happening, and just I don't know. Over here, we'll see if someone's probably sitting at the top waiting for it to be unlocked. Look at all the boxes since they rushed up top. At least get the boxes. But yeah. So back on the aliens. The Serta, the one that I'm currently watching right now, and I'm gonna end with the last episode. She was saying that with telepathy, how they change our minds, how the reptilians can walk among us, and they can change our minds so we look like humans to them, or they look like humans to us. Sorry. She said that there is a way, though, if there's a strong-minded person, that they can actually look through this and see the reptilian for themselves, but it's super, super rare that someone has reached that level of consciousness. You can, like, research it, believe it, like I do, but you have to actually study it and do that, their methods and stuff. Almost jumped too late there. Moment of truth, see if someone's up here. But, yeah, they're sort of saying that, they never want to be captured on film. Is no one up here? They never want to be captured on film because, oh my gosh, holy crap. And it's only 1:30, let's go. Double win. Reptilians don't want to be captured on film because they can only change their perception in our mind. They can't change the camera lens or any of that, so their true form shows up on camera. That's why they don't like being videotaped or pictures. Which kind of makes sense. And that's why I don't believe that the actual reptilian ways that people actually think. When you think reptilian, you think like, oh, Justin Bieber or like a celebrity they're reptilian because this one video showed them doing something weird or something. It's like, no, dude, we've all done something weird. It's just they're videotaped 100% of their lives. We're all weird creatures, but no, you just don't want to admit it. But no, all our celebrities and stuff that are filmed and pictures taken of them constantly, every day, all day, I don't believe those are reptilians because it would show. And that's kind of just what I believe now. Of course, my beliefs can be changed, but I had all the evidence kind of points that way. Let's go. AKA to research. Yeah. And 5x5 in it. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted and needed. We just needed tier 3 to make it. Oh, sweet. Okay. Now I'm golden. Alright. We got AK. Yeah, so did I get any muzzle brake? No, I was looking. I need a scope and I need a laser. That's okay. But yeah, so like at certain conventions or something, like they said also the crafts can be photographed as well. Even if it is using a cloaking device. I believe she said that the photo would still look through the cloaking device, but why would people be taking photos of random sky? Oh my god. she said, why would people just be taking random photos of the sky? And maybe like for an art project, or maybe just like a photographer just wants to take a landscape or something. Maybe that's how they accidentally get in pictures. So when in doubt, photo bomb it out. Find yourself an alien. In theory. This is all not proven. I've never photographed an alien myself. I do believe that aliens exist in Las Vegas, though, because people are just drunk. They're horny. They're gambling. They got so many endorphins going from so many different types of drugs. A gambling drug. A drinking is a drug. They have drugs there. I mean, they have so many distractions that like Vegas would be a perfect place to just go. That they would try and stay out of main areas to not be photographed and what have yous. But wait, wouldn't security watching the cameras see them? With that theory, that would mean that either security guards are cool with the concept and they know too, or that part isn't true, or the whole thing isn't true. I might have found my first hole, because I've heard many stories, and I've seen many stories and videos and stuff about people talking about seeing, not seeing aliens, but like talking with telepathy to aliens and getting a response out of them. But they never did mention photoing. I shouldn't be messing around with this, actually. Let's get this and go. Oh, I'm doing it again. I should just open the backpack. Get in, go. Get in, go. Get that letter. Okay. Gotta get this back to the crib so we can research the AK. I just have to unlock attachments and I'll be golden. We can take oil at that time. Yeah, baby. Or we can take heli. Shoot. Now we got an AK. We can take heli now. Let's put this safe. Alright, actually, let's throw this. Keep that. Cool. Thought I just heard somebody. So where was I? Aliens. Yeah, so aliens. I believe. I believe. Where's the airplane I ordered? Hello. So, what more can we say about the Lacerda files? She described her anatomy. I really don't want to get into that. I believe what she said, but I don't want to get into it. Is there anything else in crafts that she really said? So what she said though, I believe Bob Lazar 100% on how she described him. That's what I'm saying. All this stuff kind of makes sense with other stuff. So if it's a ufologist that is like making up this story, just giving us what we want to hear, well done. That's another possibility, but I like to keep an open mind. But no, it kind of makes sense. My theory on Elon Musk is that he keeps on saying, like, same with Joe Rogan, he always deny the alien stuff, and he's like, well, if anyone should know, it should be me, because we're up there all the time, and we're going into space and out of space, and this and that, and blah blah blah. And I think he knows. He just doesn't want to pop the lid. You don't want to pop that bottle, because it's basically a soda pop bottle. It's being shaken up right now, and he does not want to pop that top right now. I bet he'll come out and say it if someone else pops the top and if it all gets revealed. But once the cat's out the bag, he'll I guarantee he'll mention it. The way that he wants to colonize Mars so quickly, like he's basically saying the next 10 years, it's a possibility that we might have a chance to colonize Mars. It's like, why do we want to get him? He seems to be more and more of a hurry. Like before, you've seen past interviews like 10 years ago, for example, or whatever. I don't know how many years ago, but several years ago, he'd be like, well, I don't really think it's possible, but I would like to see it done in my lifetime. And nowadays, he's like, well, yeah, we definitely have the possibility. It's definitely capable. It's just what's going to work and how long is it going to take now. We're expecting 5 to 10 years to start colonizing. We're going to start sending probes up to start setting up, and then we'll start probably doing human trials here. If everything is successful and lands, not basically doesn't blow up in the next couple of years, then I guarantee we'll have volunteers head to Mars and want to be the first monkeys on Mars. Obviously, the gray aliens. So, that's another thing she said. Lacerda, as a reptilian, said that they've colonized Mars, the moon, Earth. They've been all over. For places that are habitable for them. I don't think they can go to certain planets because of the environment. It's not sustainable, but yeah, she's basically saying I need more of my energy drink. That stuff is good, but how long is this? Let me take a little break, have a quick smoke. Oh, I still got my candle head on like a doofus. But yeah, Elon Musk is like, oh yeah, it's Russian, and I'm all for Elon Musk. I'm pro Musk. He's only done brilliant things. Don't really see the evil intent, the back end. Like, I mean, especially what he's doing now with all the corrupt government that he's uncorrupting. Yeah, I think, like, at first I thought he was an angel. I thought he was some type of alien. Not just by the way he speaks, but by all the ideas that he is capable of not coming up with, but executing. Most people can, I mean, stuff have been invented several times over, but they just don't have the timing or the right materials or money. Where's this landing? Come on, goodies. Show daddy some goodies. Oh my gosh, is this all just guaranteed C4? Oh my lord. Let's go. But yeah. I think he knows that there isn't basically a Cold War going on with these two main alien species, and the war will continue when I keep on forgetting what we call basically the gods, the angels and the gods. I forget what Lucida calls them. She said it's some kind of Greek name. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you, Manny. But ooh, 100. Yeah, it's all kind of crazy. I'll admit it. It just sounds crazy. But let me get some wood here. I do need to chop some wood. Crap. I was just joking, but I do need wood. I might as well chop some wood. That chainsaw, don't we? Didn't I have a chainsaw? Am I staring right at it? Oh, there it is. I was staring right at it. You know what? Let's eat these. Put these in here. I might need those. And then I need fuel. Tackling fuel. Tackling fuel. Okay. So yeah. Oh gotta find a forest. That'll do. You bunch of trees right there. I choose you. I choose you, Pikachu. You guys will finish it off. So yeah, I've always kind of believed that we were actually hybrid aliens anyways. With telepathy, like I've had several dreams that came true that seem like they're real life, and then they come true for real. Like I've had in the past like coworkers being fired in my dream, and not going to work, or even the next day or the day after that. Only a day or two after it'll happen, and it'll be the weirdest thing. And I'll be like, it's almost like deja vu. But I know it was a dream because I woke up and I had the regular life. And it's so hard to explain to people that have never had this. It's kind of like when you're thinking about somebody and then they call you. It's one of those. Yeah. I literally, so the movie Bedazzled, I literally, when I was, 13 or something, whenever that movie came out, I described that movie to my sister. I remember my sister was still living at home. My sister was 10 and a half years older than me. I was a mistake, okay? 10.5 years older than me. She's in her room. She's about to go off to college the next year. And I remember going into her room. First of all, she said I was a sleepwalker too. I walked into her room several times and I would speak like in tongues. And she would ask what was I doing, and I would respond and I'd go back to bed. And that scared me when she told me I did that. I was like, what? I have no memory of that, and that sounds... I'm like, were you freaked out? She's like, no, you just left. You just said, blah, 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 and you left. I said, Dustin, what are you doing? You didn't respond. You just turned around and left. I've been freaked out. I'd be like, what? She's possessed. But no, I literally, I was conscious. I went into her room and I talked to her and I was like, hey, what's the name of that movie? And I described the whole movie. Because I don't think I knew the name of the movie yet, but in my dream, I watched several scenes of this movie. I told her what happened. I described what happened. She's like, that's not a movie. That's not a real thing. I was like, yeah, it's a movie. She's like, no, that's the dream that you had. I was like, no, I was watching it in my dream, but it's a real movie. She was like, no, that's not a real movie. And then the next year, or maybe like a couple months after that, it came out. It literally came out. She's like, how did you know that? Did you see, like, and this is before anything was on the internet. Like, we had AOL, we had dial-up. This is that time. So it's not like you download movie trailers or anything like that. That wasn't a thing. You still got information from Fox News. That's how you knew, like, 9/11 happened. You can go online and just say, oh, the news. No, there wasn't an online. There wasn't. You get that information by, like, the telephone. TV. Coming. You gotta go potty or something? Why are you dancing around like that? You gotta go outside? Alright, let's go outside. I'm gonna take a short break. Where's my house at? Because I think my little wiener dog woke up and has to go potty now. Because she is dancing around all antsy-like. And that is showing me that her communication, she has to tinkle. You got a tinkle? You gotta go make a tinkle? Okay, let's do it outside. Yeah. Hold on. Just wait 1 minute. Daddy's got a depot on my wood. I gotta burn some furnaces. And then we'll... Hey, nope. Stay in here, Manny. Stay here, baby. Don't you dare go in the other room and pee. Come here. Manny, come here. Yes, stay where I can see you, good girl. Give me literally 30 seconds, okay? I know you don't believe me. Dang it. There we go. I know you don't. Yeah. Lay down. Good girl. Depot that. Depot. Holy crap. Alright. When I get back, we're gonna have to expand the base and build more boxes. Nope. Okay, Minnie. Alright, I'm coming. Alright. Take a little break. Hey.